104.1 KRBE, a Cumulus media station.
Good morning, everyone.
We ready?
Live from the TXU Energy Studio.
The Roula Show with Eric, featuring Special K and Sam.
Since it's a slow morning, it's nice to look outside, see the sunrise, drink that coffee. It's a Monday, and I'm like, oh, I felt a little stepped on last hour. But I was like, you know what? We're going to get through it. It's going to be fine. You're hanging out with KRBE. I'm Sam. Hi, from the Roula Show with Eric. We got a lot going on for you today. Of course, we're going to be hooking you up with those Moody Garden tickets. So when you hear that cute little penguin sing, I'll do it maybe in about 15 minutes. I'll at least preview you the sounder. I don't think that's how you're supposed to say that, but you know what I'm talking about. I will play you the sounder before 8 a.m. because once you hear that little penguin from 8 to 5, be color 104. So if you've never heard it, I will play it for you in about 15 minutes so that you can hear how cute this little penguin is. But grab that coffee. If you're heading to work, of course, be safe. Take your time. I know it's a holiday, so we want everybody around. After $1 Million Baby, Tommy Richmond, these are the things you have to do in December to make it super magical. And we're going to talk about it next. It's the Roula Show with Eric on 104.1 KRBE.
December things are we all going to do this month? There was a poll about what do you do the most in December besides stress, I guess, or finances, and how many people you have to buy things for. We talked about the magical winter lights. We're giving those tickets away. Going to look at lights. 70% of people said they will go out to seek Christmas lights.
Yes.
Whether it's somewhere like magical winter lights or neighborhoods that are stepping up. I got to give my neighbors some shout outs because, I feel like sometimes it's a variable with your neighbors. You don't know who's going to go all out and who's not. And over the weekend, I was like, wow, a lot of houses with some lights up. Like, there's a lot of people feeling festive this year.
You know what I've seen a lot this year? The lights, the ones that dangle all the way down.
Yeah, the tree lights, like in River Oaks.
Just certain areas.
They're just like hanging from the trees.
Yeah, some are green, though. I don't like the green ones.
Oh, I haven't noticed the green ones.
Like white to make them look like icicles or something. But I mean, it's like the whole tree looked like it threw up and just went with a bunch of green strings down. It probably looks not the best during the day, but at nighttime
it's magical.
I think people are just stepping up because all these companies now are doing tree lighting services.
We have seen those signs.
Like
we
when we
started
started
those signs in November.
10 years ago, we tried to, in 2015-16, we found one person to do it.
Yep.
I think you're the first one.
Yeah,
who
it
got
was
me on
Tyler from Lit. He was just a teenage kid whose parents, neighbors were like, hey, can he put my lights up? And so then he was like, I guess I'll turn this into something.
He's got like a fleet.
And that's the first time I met him. And then I moved, so I kind of lost track, I guess. I don't know. I've just kind of been shopping around. But there are a lot of different people that do this, like Let There Be Lights and light up, fix up Christmas.
What a fun name.
You light up my life?
Yeah.
All
that's
that.
cute.
The light, look at the light, Caroline.
I'm just making stuff up now.
Okay, sending
romantic.
holiday cards. Sam, I shouldn't even ask you this.
I used to, and now I'm like, just look at my Instagram.
No, but now that you have two babies, I think you'd be more into it than
just
before.
look at my Instagram. I'm not doing that.
Okay. I picked up the picture yesterday. I got to order my stuff.
Did you?
I'm going to do it.
I mean,
I
you're going to post that picture on Instagram.
Yeah, good point.
I know, but still. Bake cookies. It's nice to get real mail. Bake cookies. 48% of Americans are going to bake cookies in the month of December.
Sam is, because she's going to bring us.
Right, I need to. Because I
those
need to
peanut
give
butter
them to
blossoms.
Yeah, I need to give them to you, and I need to give them to my neighbor.
So when are you going to bring them?
Drunk show?
The pressure is on.
I'm telling you.
Don't burn them, because Kevin will give you that side eye.
Oh, God, yes. Please do not.
Guys, you're putting a lot of pressure on me when I have, two little
They can help you make it. They can push the
things
little
at home.
Hershey Kisses.
They're
they're going to put their boogers up in there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God.
Never mind.
Do not
Mateo can't do any of that. Santiago, he's questionable.
He'll put it in his mouth and then put it back in the bowl.
He's going to
He'll
lick it.
slobber
he's
on
gonna
it.
Totally lick the
He'll lick
Hershey
all the
Kiss,
tops
and
of
then
the
he's
Hershey
going to put it
Kisses.
on.
And then I'll
feed
push
it
it
to
in.
Misty a little bit and then put
Yeah.
it back in the bowl.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe Sam don't make any
Yeah, maybe
cookies.
Roula, you to make them.
How about we put that task on my kids? 14 and
Y'all don't
15,
want
they
that?
got it. They got
Right.
it. Also, building a gingerbread house is high on the list for the month of December. Now, let me give you a little trick. And I know it's more expensive, so I get Cheap Charlie in it. But y'all, those flat gingerbread houses where you're supposed to build them together, they do not work.
They suck.
They're really hard to stick
You,
together.
they're like $9.99 and it never sticks. The royal icing, you have to shellac that thing 2 days in advance and then decorate. No,
Yes.
we don't have time for that.
Correct.
You got to buy the $15 box or the $20 box where the house structure is already built and the rest of it you're going to tag on because I have never had
You have
success.
to build your own.
Yeah,
You've
really,
got to
that
build
takes away
your
the
own.
fun.
It breaks Yo, I cannot get it to structurally stand.
Well,
it will
you're
not
just not
structurally stand.
talented.
Maybe you should hire Tyler to come over and build that one for you too.
He's got a new business. It's lit. It's
You know, I remember my first year with Tassos having our first ranch house as a married couple was 2010. And that was a big deal to want your Christmas lights on Thanksgiving night. That was like getting ahead of the game.
Oh, yeah.
Because I really wanted that. Now I'm like, oh, November 1st, let's go. Halloween night, I have them on. Let's go.
I don't blame you.
too early.
Super early bird
early.
discount for putting them up in October.
Yeah. I mean,
you're
Just
saving
don't turn them on
money.
until November
You're saving
1st.
money.
But you're
It's
still going
fine.
to pay for it in power bills.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Oh, yeah.
It's all about
I'm
the
afraid to see
festive.
that.
Mhm.
No, just
Spirit of
unplug it. Then you're not going to pay for it until you use it.
Plug it in my neighbor's yard.
One other thing that I learned from Sam's husband is that termites swarm around lights like that, and they will then get into your house and eat it down like they're doing to mine.
Yep.
Is that what's
Termites are
happening?
real.
And you've never put Christmas lights up, so what's the rationale there?
Because I have exterior lights that stay on, motion sensor, and they come on all the time with, if one bug flies by it. So then that attracted these termites to my house, and now they ate it from the inside, and I have to get it tented.
And now
Oh, you
Kev's
do the tent?
he's gonna come live with me. It's gonna be magical.
I have to do the
can't
tent,
wait.
the circus tent. They had to put a whole circus
Wait,
tent
where are you
over
gonna
my
stay?
house.
It stands for real? For
Oh,
how many
I'm-
days?
oh, no.
Sure.
Oh, no.
Yes, Kevin,
What?
come on
He
over.
doesn't like children,
You're gonna
Sam.
come stay with me. I got
How
a
many
king
days?
size bed. We can all share.
I already made reservations in Mexico.
Yeah, that's
How many
all.
days?
At least 3 days
Mine was
it?
3 days that we had to tent mine. That's a raw feed.
And I have
Talk
to take
about.
everything out of there, the edible and wearable and
Even your clothes? You take your clothes out.
It depends on the company that you use.
same
Oh
chemical,
my
different
God.
recommendation.
What does that cost? What does that cost
so
ballpark?
weird.
I'm just
I
curious.
think mine will probably be about $5,000 looking at her square feet versus
Is
mine.
yours everywhere? Because when I did
No.
pest control,
They can't.
I'd go underneath the house. I would drill the holes, and then I have to put all this chemical stuff in, and I take that area. It
There's
wasn't
two kinds of these termites. There's the drywood termites, which is what I have, and they fly and come from above.
And the
Then there's
holly jolly ones that like Christmas lights.
Yes, and they come up from below. So I have
Make the
I have the
tunnels.
ones come from above. Dude, I looked underneath my house. There's no damage whatsoever, but I mean,
Right.
You get bamboozled. They're faking it.
I don't know. I
They
found
brought
I-
some termites from somewhere else. They
That's
showed
what
you
I
that
did.
picture.
Our house,
No, I found the poop pile.
Oh, the
there's
mud tubes or something?
It's
or-
called frass. And so they're not mud tubes. No, it's a pile of debris, wood debris. So if,
Oh, my God. You got to be tented.
yeah, if anyone else tents out there, I'm still looking to get the right person in there.
It's like E.T.
Otherwise,
the
I'm
first
gonna,
time I ever saw a tent over a house was E.T.
It's real fun. Let me tell you, especially when you just had a baby.
That sounds
Okay,
awful.
Well, because that
That's what I
sounds
had to
fun.
do.
I'll
I
let
just
you
got a
all know.
flamethrower. I think I'd end it.
Trust me,
Especially with
Moving.
my house.
we're close.
Like my house, I wanted
Move the
to burn
gas
it down.
line. Move this.
Yeah.
Move that.
You're just gonna burn this house.
Okay,
down
by the way,
eventually.
final thought. Thank you to our one of our loyal
We have
texters
to.
who says if you're going to try and build a gingerbread house and you're not going to eat it, use the hot glue gun. It will make the structure stand. Thank you for that
Whoa,
tip.
Someone sent pictures too.
We
Yours is
never eat it.
fantastic.
So yes, that's great. Why don't we just use the hot glue gun? We're doing that. Buying that $10 house using the hot glue gun today. If there's anything you missed on our show today, go to krbe.com.
It's KRBE.
Let's go.
The Roula Show with Eric.
If you're still trying to look for some fun holiday events here in Houston, well, hang out with KRBE because all day long from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., we are hooking you up with a 4-pack of tickets to Moody Gardens. I took my family over the weekend on Saturday, and it was magical. It was amazing. So I really, really hope you win these tickets if you've never been. It is absolutely worth the drive down to Galveston. It was super easy for us. There was no traffic. You just get on 45 South and you just head on down because, like I said, it was so magical, and I hope you have the best time. But when you're listening, how do you win these tickets? There's a cute little penguin sounder. I'm going to play it for you. Now, like I said, the time frame is from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. So I'm only going to play it one more time before 8 a.m. And then when you hear it from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., be caller 104. But this is what you're listening for.
Be caller 104 now. 833-390-KRBE to score a 4-pack of passes to Moody Gardens.
There you go. So from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., when you hear that on KRVE, just be caller 104 so that you can go have the best time in Moody Gardens. And I'll trickle in different little areas that you can go here in Houston if you're looking for some free events to make it super magical, getting those pictures with Santa. But after beautiful things, let's get back to the Roula Show with Eric on 104.1 KRVE. Happy Monday. We can do it. It's 7:22 a.m.
It's KRBE.
Let's go.
The Roula Show with Eric.
We always are checking the listener line, so if you ever want to be a part of the show, if you want to vent about something, you need some advice, you can always leave a message. That listener line number is 713-278-VENT. That's where you can leave that message, and we'll get to it after Golden by Hendrix. The Roula Show with Eric are going to check in on the listener line. This woman has some questions about the best way to handle a funeral. I know, before the holidays, kind of sad, but we're going to get some answers, and that's what's helpful. So we'll get to it next. It's KRVE.
The Roula Show with Eric.
Okay, so our listener line number, by the way, you can lock in as a contact because you can access us anytime you want. If you're listening to the podcast later in the day, that number is 713-278-VENT. That's 8368 on your phone, 278-VENT. So you can call us for all kinds of things. Now, yesterday we got a really sweet call, but it also spawned a debate question. Daily debate question.
I know. I'm like, should I,
Daily discussion.
should I give it to Kevin and Audrey?
It's not a debate, it's a discussion. Okay, let's let you hear what this sweet woman told us.
Hi, Roula and Eric show. I had a question. My dad passed away recently. I know that all of you guys know what that feels like, or Roula and Eric do. Your show really helped me to just keep my mind off of my dad's passing and get through it, so I appreciate your show. You guys have talked about that in the past. But my question is, my sister's husband took pictures of my dad in his casket at the viewing hours, and we all noticed it. I felt like it's disrespectful to the dead when they pass, but my husband said that it's just plain tacky. But is that a normal thing that people do, is taking pictures of a loved one in their casket like that? I don't think I'd ever reference and want to see a picture of my dad in his casket. So I just wanted to know what your show thinks about that. And again, appreciate the show, appreciate that what you guys do, and you guys really kind of help me through the grieving process to just kind of keep my mind off of my dad's passing and not be so sad for at least a few hours in the morning this morning.
Aww.
Sorry
I wish
about
I knew
that.
her name. She didn't have her name there, but so
And
sweet.
I'm sorry we're talking about this because now you're thinking about them, but you should always think.
I know, but
It's good to think about your loved ones.
Oh yeah, that's why I always say memory eternal. Memory eternal. As long as you're talking about them, they're eternal. So first, sorry for your loss. And yes, we're in the Sad Data Club. Eric and I are in the Sad Data Club, and it's sad. But there's a lot of people who've lost a parent, and it's always rough, especially right when it first happens. You get shock and all these different emotions. Now, regarding the picture, I don't know if I'm going to surprise you guys or not, but this does not throw me off at all.
Mm-hmm.
I thought before my dad passed away, I would have thought this was a weird thing. But I took a picture of my own dad in the casket.
See, I don't want that image. I still have that last image of my parents, both in their casket, and my grandparents. I'm like, I don't want that. I mean, I
No.
know there's more to them, and why would I even
Right.
want that to be on my phone? Like,
Never.
Yeah.
I would never, ever want to have that image
Yeah.
in front of me again.
You know what's interesting?
And I'd
though,
be mad
Kev?
that someone else
It
did
has never
that.
come up in my photo roll as like on this day. It has never come up.
I'm glad it hasn't.
But
It
really,
has
you
never
did,
come up.
Really,
Could
you
you
did this,
imagine?
and it's your dad. What if it was, say, your sister Maria? Say she was dating somebody.
Yeah.
They're not even married or anything.
Right,
and he
right.
takes a photo because he's like, well, I'm just doing it for her. I'll take the photo.
No,
You know
I
how
would think,
angry
what are you
you'd be? I
doing?
think that's how she
I'd be like,
feels.
what are you doing? But she said it was the sister's husband, though. It's still brother-in-law.
Yeah.
I know, but
It
still,
wasn't
Still,
sister's
but still,
boyfriend.
It's not
I mean, it's not
the-
your family. It's not blood.
it's not your
37530, how do you feel about taking a picture of the deceased? I think for some people, they do it because it is part of their grieving process. To your point, Eric, about your own parents, now, unfortunately, your parents both passed away from cancer. I have been to funerals of people who passed from cancer, and there's one that I've been to. It's just, I wish I never looked because this person was not at all the way they looked when they were alive and jovial and joyous.
Traumatic.
And it really traumatized me because I wish I had not seen them that way. My dad, when he passed away, for those that don't know, he was 2 days before Thanksgiving. It was after heart surgery, and it wasn't the heart surgery that ended him. It was diabetes. He looked remarkably, good. Yeah. I guess if that's a word you could say.
Yeah, he looked like he was just taking a nap.
He was taking a nap.
He looked like he was just smiling. Almost like felt like
almost
he was smiling away, like he was just peaceful.
That's why I took the picture because I just thought, wow, I think he looks really good. So it's not. It doesn't throw me that the brother-in-law took the picture because he's married to your sister.
Yeah.
But I understand why she feels that was off.
But we can agree that it is definitely a cultural
Is it a
difference.
cultural thing?
Over to you read text messages.
People say, I'm Nigerian, and that's what our culture does.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like when I went to Mark's grandpa's funeral, who was Puerto Rican, they took photos. They wore T-shirts of the deceased all over.
I've seen the T-shirts
and
for
all
sure.
that, and so it was just kind of more of like a. I don't want to say party. That is not the aspect, but just
it's almost like a celebration of life, of their life,
of
that person's life
is what it was. So the photos were,
Have you seen the one where they put the person in their favorite lounge chair, lazy boy, they put their hat and put a cigarette in their mouth, and I'm like,
that was the viewing. Nice. No, that's pretty.
I'm like, if I'm gonna have an open casket, you're doing that. You're putting a bourbon in my hand, and I'm gonna be upright a little bit with my remote.
Put me in my Macapedic.
Oh my gosh! Look, I'm on no hands. This texter says, "I took pictures with Snapchat filters of my grandfather in his casket. We used to do that when he was alive. So they did
Snapchat filters.
Bunny ears on it.
Little bunnies
crossing lines.
I know.
Well, that's their way of coping, though. You know what I mean? Everybody has their own way of coping with death. So maybe that's the.
But now with AI, Sam, they could take your photo and then make it move.
I know that's crazy.
I've seen that.
You see your
not the casket photo, just in general.
Well, you could then do that.
Yeah, that's very awkward.
And then you also have to get up from the casket, like.
No, that's very creepy. No.
I just
when there was a picture of my dad when he was young that I feel like there's 2 years ago that app came out that will animate one of those black and white pictures or like your grandpa's
photo,
young picture. My dad was he was like 19 when he came here in 55. This was a thing in the 50s. You went and took professional portraits of yourself. Exactly. My dad actually had a professional portrait of himself.
Because it's not like they could afford a camera.
Right.
At their own home and take photos. We can't do that.
Yeah, a couple years ago, there was an app. My sister had put that professional photo of my dad from the late 50s into it, and it animated him a little bit. Not like he's moving and talking, but more like if you held down the live button on your phone, on your picture.
Yes.
You know how you move a little bit?
Yeah.
It's like Harry
great
Potter.
comparison.
It's like Harry Potter with the
picture frame things that they have.
The people move and
Does
stuff.
that freak you out, Rula?
What? To
The
see him move?
Yeah, the picture to see him move.
No, I think it was kind of comforting. And also my sister-in-law, who passed away in her early 40s of brain cancer, her bridal portrait got animated. And that one did not throw me off because it was comforting. But I feel like it's about how removed you are from their passing or how you feel. Let's go to the phones at 833-390-KRBE. Hi, I'm just going to...
Becky.
Becky. Hi, Becky. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
What's your opinion on pictures in the casket?
Yes, my mom passed away in 2018, and I took 3 photos with my mom in the casket.
Wait, you took 3 photos, you said?
Yes.
Okay, 3 photos.
My brother at first said, are you sure? This was kind of after the funeral. Mostly everyone was, already leaving. And, of course, I'm hysterical, just crying through the whole process. Yeah. And my brother said, are you sure you want to do that? I'm like, I thought that was the stupidest question. Of course I do. And he's like, okay, and I had my daughter take a picture of me standing at the head of it. I'm leaning down. I kind of have my cheek close to her. I had her take a picture of me kissing her forehead, and I took a picture of me having my hand on her hand.
Now, do you look at these photos? I mean, what
Does it comfort you?
Yeah, does it make you feel
I
good?
don't look at them, but when I'm scrolling looking for something, I see it, and I'll look at it for a minute and, cry and, do all that kind of stuff. But
I mean, if it makes you feel
no,
good, I say go for it. For
Right.
me, I
it
just,
does.
I just remember the memory kissing my mom at the, kissing them last time. You could kiss their cheek and their forehead and stuff.
Right.
So maybe you're right with the photo, but I mean, for me, I want to think.
the ones of them live.
I want to think of them alive.
I
and
think-
making me my favorite dinner or something.
Yeah,
Right.
but I think, guys, overall, would we say you can't just make a blanket statement, yes or no?
The old days, I think I
I
would
think
say
it's
no.
all your own personal preference, right?
Yeah.
So for our sweet listener who lost her dad, again, we're very sorry for your loss. We know how tough these days are, especially because it's holidays. But I think the answer is there's not really an answer. It's all about how you grieve and how comfortable you feel.
Let's get
But
to the-
definitely, I think we all
fair.
agree. Some cousin's best friend can't be taking pictures. You don't know where those
Yeah.
pictures are going. Like,
Cousin-
it has to be
Yeah, your
immediate.
cousin's brother better not be doing that.
It's still your cousin.